delegation of South African business people are in Angola to participate in the Luanda International Trade Fair. The Chief Director of Trade and Invest Africa at the Department of Trade and Industry, John Rocha, joins me now. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News. Let's just start by talking about the importance of trade in an African context.
Thank you very much for inviting us. It's very clear from previous statements issued by President Ramaphosa and also Minister Ibrahim Patel that South Africa's economic growth is intricately linked with our bilateral economic relations and trade, in particular with the rest of African continent. If I can just give you an idea, is that from 1994 to date, our trade with the rest of the continent has increased from about 9 billion rands to over 386 billion rands. That's last year. In terms of contribution to our revenue, trade with the rest of the continent contributes about 250 billion towards the South African fiscus, and also in sustaining about 250 million jobs in South Africa, 250,000 jobs in South Africa. So it's very, very important. Mm-hmm. And currently with the implementation of the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, there is clearly a lot of opportunities that South African companies can capitalize on. And as the DTIC, we are at the forefront of supporting South African companies to penetrate markets across the African continent.
All right, so the Department of Trade and Industry and Competition is sending business people to Angola. Just give us an idea of how that process works and the type of businesses that are there.
Every year, towards the end of the year, the DTIC, in consultation with industry, with businesses, export councils, business and industry associations, we identify markets for which South African companies have expressed an interest to visit, to explore trade and investment opportunities. And this year, Angola was one of the markets that has been selected, because the last time I think we had taken a delegation to Angola was in 2016. And we then initiate a process of advertising on our website and other media platforms, inviting South African companies to apply, who then go through an adjudication process and selection, and ultimately we'll ended up with choosing about 20 companies to support to travel to Angola this year.
Mm-hmm. Are there particular sectors that the DTIC thinks will boost trade and investment and help you reach your mandate, also with a view of remembering that we are trying to, as South Africa, be part of that Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement and meet those targets as well?
Yes. Obviously, the work starts with very clear market research, looking at the different markets that we are targeting, identifying the opportunities there in that country, and also linking those with our own economic imperatives. And in this particular instance, the sectors that we normally support would have to be aligned with the sector master plans that the DTIC has been leading. In this respect, agriculture is one. We also look at a couple of manufacturing industries in terms of chemicals, in terms of capital goods and equipment, but also in terms of construction, as well as the oil and gas industry and mining industry in Angola that continues to grow. So those are the key sectors that we have selected with respect to Angola.
Mm-hmm. And then are there similar plans or events that are going to focus on intra-Africa trade that the DTIC is involved in?
This year, we have already so far undertaken at least 2 missions. We have taken groups of companies to Ghana, Accra, where they participated in the West Africa Mining and Energy Expo. We also took a group of companies to the DRC Mining Week. So Angola is the third. We're planning to take a group of companies also to FASIM, which is in Mozambique.
John Rocha, who is the Chief Director of Trade and Investment Africa at the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, joining us live there.